What's going on, guys, in the works media, and welcome to the third episode of Class Act. Today we'll be looking at the PP90M1, which is one of the most popular SMGs in this game and probably one of the most widely used. And I like to call this class the lag destroyer just because it eats through targets and it helps me stay alive. Now the strike package is UAV, ballistic vest, and SAM turret, which isn't really very offensive, but it's very defensive, and we'll talk about that a little bit later on. But I am running Assassin just because I can combo it with the fact that I'm running a silencer, and it really helps out. And steady aim is a must in this class. Sleight of hand is my personal choice, but you might want to swap that out for scavenger. Now, as far as your secondary goes, I like to run an akimbo machine pistol of some design. Scorpions are my personal favorite, but in this particular clip, I'm using the FMGs, which everybody knows is all powerful. I mean, they are probably the noobiest weapons in this game, but if you don't use them, someone's going to use them on you. As you see this guy being selfish and pushing in front of me to get hit my stupid tags, but it pays, it doesn't pay off for him because he gets killed. The ballistic vest. You're probably like, why would you waste a kill streak spot on ballistic vests? Well, the ballistic vests are way more important than a lot of people give them credit for. It's basically like having an extra perk, and that perk being Juggernaut, because it gives you an extra 30 health. I mean, that's a substantial advantage, especially if you're going into a fight where there's a bad connection. So it will help you stay alive very, it'll help you stay alive quite often. Like right there, I stay alive just because of the ballistic vest, and it helps you on bad connections. I mean, that's why I call this class the lag destroyer. But let's take a look at some of the stats that kind of make the PP90 one of the best SMGs in the game. So the PP90 has a rate of fire of 1,000 rounds per minute, which is really, really high up there. You combo that with rapid fire, which increases the rate of fire by a third. You're looking at almost 1,300 rounds per minute. So that's pretty impressive in my book. The damage it does is 42 to 17, which means it's going to be a 3-bullet kill up close, 6-bullet kill at range, so there's a substantial drop off. Now the reload is 2.67 seconds loaded and 3.5 seconds empty, so it's pretty slow without sleight of hand. That's one of the reasons why I use sleight of hand to help speed things up, especially if you eat through ammo and you go through your entire magazine like you often do when you're running rapid fire. Now you see right there, ballistic vest saved my life, and if it wasn't for ballistic vest, I would be dead, and that's one of the reasons why I run them. I mean, if you ever find yourself dying and what you like to say, it feels like just one bullet, start running ballistic vest. You might find that it helps you out quite a bit. And you see there where I got that guy is probably about the furthest range you can get a 3-bullet kill from with this weapon. Once they get out of 20 meters or so, you're going to be at a substantial disadvantage when it comes to long-range engagements. The reason why I like to use sleight of hand is just for the quick weapon slap. Just because you're using rapid fire, you are going to eat through ammo really quick, which sometimes it's quicker just to swap to your secondary akimbos than it is to actually go into a reload animation. Now, one of the things I do want to point out is if you're using any akimbo submachine or akimbo machine pistols, that is, you definitely want to get them out first before, as soon as you spawn, get them out, then switch back to your PP90. That's because it'll set the reload animation, especially on these, because you kind of twirl them around and unfold them. It makes it much quicker to switch to them. So that's just a little pro tip that I like to use on that class, and right there, once again, ballistic vest saves my life. So, if I haven't endorsed ballistic vest enough in this, hopefully you guys have seen the results for yourself, and you understand that this is actually a decent kill streak to run. Not only that, it's not a very selfish kill streak. You can actually help the team. You can actually distribute them to your teammates, and you'll get some little experience on the side, a little bit something extra. Well, let's take a look at our extra credit class of the day, which is going to be us swapping out the support strike package for the assault strike package, and we're going to swap out our silencer for extended mags, which is pretty impressive that you can use rapid fire and extended mags on an SMG, which is something we haven't really seen a lot in Call of Duty. We've never actually seen that. So the IMS is something I've swapped out here for the middle kill streak. So I'm using UAV, IMS, and attack helicopter, but I want to show you guys the IMS. I've put it down there. You can see where I'm getting those tags on the left side of the map. I've put the IMS down and in a really key, high traffic area, and this is kill confirmed, so they're going to have kind of weird spawns. But I know that area over there is high traffic, so I just place it there. They run out, they get killed, they drop a tag. Pretty self-explanatory. The IMS is one of those other underused kill streaks that I thought I would highlight in this, just because it's so I don't know, I just think it's really good. A lot of people seem to think that it's a waste, but you're almost guaranteed 4 kills with an IMS if they don't destroy it. So you put it in the right spot, you put it where they can't shoot it around the corner, you're going to have pretty good results with it. Now I do want to point out that rapid fire tends to eat through ammo pretty quickly, and a lot of people don't like rapid fire just for that. It doesn't really add a whole lot of recoil to the weapon though, so there's really not a whole lot of disadvantages to using rapid fire. It really helps you up close, kind of hurts you at longer ranges. It really just depends on what kind of player you are. But using the PP90 with the rapid fire is one of my favorite setups in the game. A lot of people tend to think that this is a newbie setup, but I mean, if you're a rusher and you like to play aggressive, this is your weapon right here. This exact setup. You know, ditch the silencer for extended mags. You know, you slide a hand, quick draw. You know, assassin was what we're using here, just because I feel like assassin helps you flank a lot better. I mean, that's what it's there for. It's not there for sitting in corners, you know, and twiddling your thumbs. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what episode you might, or weapon you might like to see in the next episode. But here's two weapons you might have missed. The first episode was the P90, which we took a look at one of the, you know, cult favorite in Call of Duty, as far as SMGs go. And then the second one was another cult favorite, which was the G36, which was really popular in COD 4, and a lot of people were excited to see it back. So both of those videos are really awesome. Check either of them out, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.